They've been chatting for ages. Love a chat. Ibbo. Who the fuck is
We'll
Ibbo?
be behind the curtain any second.
Ooh.
Oh, Frankomizer's on one.
Really set this up badly.
I can't find the link.
Oh, fuck me. I'll just send it to you.
What is this?
YouTube's.
So we're just waiting for someone to confirm they can hear us. Gareth's in, Dean's in, Andy, Frank,
I can hear you.
Johan, Tone, Paul, Patrick, Ohm Comforts.
Clicking around trying to send Riyadh the bloody link.
Is there someone in chat called Ohm Comforts?
This
Yes.
is.
I mean, I would really get lawsuit against them.
We already did. It's going through. You know how slow it is. Civil, isn't it?
Yeah.
Reviews.
I still got that lawsuit going through with China, the Alpha 3. So.
And Riyadh as well.
Oh, he can hear us. Childsy can hear us. Mickey can't.
I still haven't got a link.
Just sent it to you in chat, you penis.
Oh, in this chat? What?
No, in the Facebook chat.
No, you didn't.
I fucking did,
Dear
mate.
now.
I fucking did.
Lies, mate. Lies.
You're like the missus. She knows. I'm going to be right. No, you're right. I didn't send it to you. I don't know. I just sent that to you. Fuck no. Someone's just got a link to the show. Like I'm that fucking egotistical. I went, come on, mate. Watch the show. Fucking loser. Who the fuck did I send that to? Did I send it to you, Richard? That'd be even funnier.
I don't know. I don't keep that kind of thing.
Yeah, fuck it. Who cares? No, I did. Yeah. I sent you the link. I'm a genius.
It's a fucking... What the fuck? Someone who's on the show can't fucking find it on YouTube. That doesn't bode well for every other cunt.
It does. It's there, man. It's Riyadh. It's just him. It's there, Riyadh. You've got the link now.
You've probably unsubscribed, don't you, you peen-arse?
You just sent me the Zoom link.
No, I didn't.
John.
No, I didn't. He's not. That's not true. There's no way I did that. Did I? Fuck off.
You're dangerous with computers, John.
I'm not, though. I just sent it to Riyadh.
Oh, my God.
Roll the credits. Jesus, they're going to think we're dead. I just sent it to you.
Roll goes.
Oh, you're right. I did send it. No. Yeah, you're right.
Right, we're live. Hi, everyone.
Way!
What do you want? We're here.
What a fucking YouTube link.
Intro done.
I love that.
We're here. What? Carry on.
And I sort of bingo winged it there. I went and then
1
under
hour,
my arm.
25 minutes to go.
We should have stretched out the behind the curtain bit a bit longer. 15 minutes. Just blank
I'll just
screen.
keep naming people that are here. Dean, Keith, Bob,
Dominic
Stuart Drummond's
Pelosi,
in the
drumster.
house.
TVP, he's here.
Ohm Comforts is gutted that you slagged off his name. Rick.
Is he? Where?
In chat.
Oh, what's
In
wrong with
chat,
Ohm
what do you think? He sent a letter.
For fuck's sake, never mind.
He just sent Richard a
TVP
fax.
In the house. Welcome to chapter 60 of the new Ohm Show saga. It's going to be a belter. We've got a special guest, Riyadh, off of the internet.
Hi.
Live from sunny Scotland.
He's from the 90s. He's wearing an Elise top.
Well, it's all the rage now.
Is it really? Is it back?
Yeah.
Let's see. To be fair, it's the only hoodie in my size.
Is that yeah? What? No, it's really in now. All that night.
Is it back in?
Yeah.
Doesn't I thought Sports Direct own Elise now, don't they? LS.
What's that? What was the like Italian sounding one? Like like Salvador Ferragini or something. There's all those ones are like gold dust now.
I thought Alessi was now owned by JD Sports. I thought you bought
I'm
it.
sure it is. What's that got to do about?
JD Sports still a thing?
Not Joe. Who's the other one? I don't know.
Rick?
Sports Direct. What?
Sports Direct. That's the one I was talking about. Sports Direct.
Oh, yeah, probably. You
I
probably
think
indirectly.
I thought he
funded
owns a Lessie.
Newcastle Football Club with that top.
I want to bring back Gola.
Me too, mate. That's more my kind of
Dunlop.
thing.
Oh, Taquini. Paul Ibbison nailed it.
Was it
Taquini,
not-
you know the tracksuit, the shell suits?
Kappa.
Don't call him that. We stop calling him that now.
TVP's calling you fat.
Mean.
Hello, what?
Nothing.
I know, who is that, by the way?
Vaping postman.
Never heard of him.
All dead to you, dead to you. Welcome to the show. It's going to be an absolute cracker. We've got some news from the vaping world. We've got some new stuff to show you. We're going to off-topic special chat tonight is movie chat.
Oh, off-topic, special topic.
Off-topic special tonight is movie chat. We're going to talk about movies, and by that I mean films. And yeah, catching up with what's been going on with Rick. We think he still owns a vape shop, so we'll ask about that a bit as well.
I was laughing at Keith Morgan. He but Gola's awesome. My old school shoes were Gola. We were so
kind
bored.
of ironically trendy, I think.
No, I remember I was
now,
Gola kid.
Now.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah, now,
Oh.
not then. Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
So Gola's now ironically trendy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to burn my clothes. They're now cool.
Dion, look at Dion, British Knights. I used to have like 3 pairs of British Knights.
Sorry, we have to let Richard do the intro.
And, well, that was general
Is there a
So we're going to do news. Well, we're going to have a little start
chat?
Then news, then new stuff, then talk to Rick, then movie chat. Movie chat.
Like it.
So I'm like 6th in the list.
We jump you around, mate. Jump you around, up and down, up and down. Like that.
No.
No.
I didn't even
We
do
won't
6
do that.
things. John, what are you
Hello,
vaping?
mate.
What are you drinking? What's the first movie you ever saw in a cinema?
Oh, that's good. Oh shit, that is good. Let me think. I'll think, and then I'll do it. Yeah. I am drinking on Cannonball by Rock. Fuck, I can never.
Yeah.
Magic Rock, Cannonball. I do like it. It's got a bit of a punch to it. Though 7.4. That's stupid, isn't it?
You're
Excuse me, a bit
obsessed
much
with
for this.
ABVs.
You gotta watch them. You gotta watch them.
You
Some
haven't got to
fucker.
watch them.
Someone sent me a
You got to
13%.
feel them.
IPA. Yeah, I felt it. Someone sent me a 13% IPA once. It's like drinking a wine, like trying to do. Yeah, we know what I mean. Anyway, I'm drinking that, and in a vocation glass though. Ooh, yeah, probably. Ooh, if they see this, they'll be going, "What the fuck?"
Oh, I forgot. I've got a beer drinking glass.
Oh, good man.
I'm so common.
I have This is the Innokin Chroma R. It's very small, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of goes. "Boonk."
The original Chroma was a bag of shit, from what I remember. The tank used to go inside of it a little bit.
Oh, there's no insidiness.
Yeah, no, that looks a lot better than the original.
And it's got
It's light, isn't it? It's light.
It's light. This is the Richard setup actually, because this has got your Squape, whatever it is.
Ah, Squape 7.
Squape 7. I changed the pin on it so that it didn't piss, because it had the skunk pin. I don't have a skunk at the moment, so I just thought I'd drip. But that's a wanker, by the way.
What?
Quick one, Chris. Changing the pin on this, total dick. Changing it from the top down. It's an arsehole. So it's difficult.
I don't think you're supposed to change it from the top down.
It's the only way it goes, mate. You can't get.
You can take the cap off.
You can't. I just got it through here. No, I didn't know that.
I can't
Anyway.
remember. Still too long ago.
I put a 1 ohm coil in there and some MoMA, and I've taken the air right down. And to be honest, it eats mouth along right down. I built that whilst we were setting the show up. I didn't do shit. I just turned the camera on and then went, Richie, make him on the TV. And that happened. That's what I'm doing. First film I ever saw at the cinema. That is a good question.
You
We
don't
used to
know,
be-
yeah.
I do. If she'd have gone videotape, I'd have had it faster.
Naughty neighbours. Hey.
Adventures of a door-to-door cucumber salesman.
First porno I ever saw was the one that my mate's dad kept on the VCR. I didn't think anybody knew that. I know that. I'm going to go with, it isn't the first, but I'm going to go with, because I don't know. So I'm going to go with Superman 3, because I remember watching it in the cinema, at Cinema Club. I remember. I was at Cinema Club. I went to... Cinema Club was basically going to the cinema on a Saturday when your mum was shopping. That's Cinema Club.
Cinema at Felix, though? No,
the Point in Milton Keynes. I'm from Buckinghamshire, really. Rick, Riyadh, Whittle. Yes. What are you vaping? What are you drinking? And what's the first time you saw at the cinema? That was a fucking mess.
That's right. Fine. I'll let you off once. What am I vaping?
Starter kit review.
Yeah.
I just got the real answer. It's 101 Dalmatians, by the way. Just remember.
Really?
One of those things with
what is it? You can't say that.
It's a Signet, whatever it's called. It's what I've always made. If you look back in the videos.
Nautilus 2.
No, that's a slide.
It's a what?
A slide. Fuck the Nautilus 2. They made that awful.
The 2 was fine. It was the same as the 1, but a different shape.
Bit that you unscrew.
So your slide coils don't dry out then?
No, if you use the Zenith coils. So the Zenith 0.8, I want to say. Yeah. The Zenith 0.8 coils, they literally last you for like 6 months.
Wow.
Mine do anyway. I can't taste it. Might have COVID. Might not. Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, that and drinking this
beer.
Whatever.
Hold it up, what was it? Missed it.
That thing.
Oh yeah, I remember. Beer 52.
Yeah, the one I got from Beer 52, which I forgot to cancel. Which is quite nice when it turns up. And then what's the other question? What did I film? Film
in the cinema.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The original. They must have re-released it at the cinema or something.
It pinged when I was watching chat, and I thought 101 Dalmatians. So my brother had a cake, so he must have been 6 or 7, and I was 5 or 4. So I thought they must have done a re-release. So
yeah, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was. I don't remember it vividly. I just remember I went there. I guess when I was a kid, at some point, or I dreamed it, and I'm dreaming Disney.
Did they? No, I was going to make it
political correctness in that.
In what?
Well, Snow White and the
seven little people
channel. No, you can't say little people.
Oh yeah, they weren't dwarves.
That's the terminology for it.
Little people's fine.
That's just fucking. No, you can't.
Snow White and the 7 Hobbit. Lord of the Rings seems to get away with it.
Snow White and the seven people that just tend to be a little bit shorter than the rest of us.
Were they dwarves or were they midgets though? Because they were in
dwarves because they didn't
proportion, weren't they?
Yes, that's a little person though, but it's still a midget. Or yeah.
So it's Snow White and 7 midgets.
It's not even worth talking about. It's not even.
I think it is.
That's probably why he was grumpy.
It's ableist, isn't it? To just say that.
I'm just thinking of them.
I do that joke with my wife sometimes. She really doesn't like it. If you go, oh, you've been a bit moody today, and she'll go, right. And I go, could you be one of the other dwarfs? Happy, sleepy. I don't want to get told to fuck off, which is rude.
So that was it. What about you, Richard? What's your drink of choice? Why are you all so naked?
Yes.
And
that's a fair question.
And what you vaping? No one gives a fuck what you vaping on. You don't do reviews anymore.
True that. Vaping on a little Dutch export.
It's not Dutch, Danish.
Whatever.
I think I'd rather have that right now though than this.
Yeah, this is the good stuff.
That's it. Beer 52 is like a box of shit you'd never buy every month.
It's like that vape subscription box when they when he was manufacturing his own juice to go in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember. It's Carlsberg Export. It's a Pilsner. It's fine.
Have you got anything else? Are you drinking anything else after that?
Yeah, after that, I've got this.
I'll say after that.
I don't know. After that, shit's gonna go wild after that. So there's that. I actually don't remember the first film I saw at the cinema either. I think it was Lion King.
No way.
Again,
You're
as
that
a
young.
as a rerun,
No. It wouldn't have been the original when it came out.
Oh, I don't know then. I don't know. I've got a strong memory of going to see, and this wasn't my first, but the first sort of like nighttime performance was Costner in Prince of Thieves.
Oh, Robin Hoods, yeah, I remember the old Robin Hoods. See, that was the year I left junior school, because I remember we were all dancing to Everything I Do.
Yeah, that makes sense. That works.
What a film, though, that is.
Oh, top draw.
Didn't that song spend like 11 weeks in the charts?
It did.
Oh, yeah,
But it was, last school disco ever. We did the Move in a Wardrobe dance. You know that one?
No.
Everybody knows the Move in a Wardrobe dance. People still do it at weddings. It's really weird.
The irony is, in the film, he wasn't doing it for her, was he? Everything he was doing, he wasn't actually doing it for her. He was doing it anyway. She happened to rock up, caught his eye.
And he thought, fair enough.
So, taking the piss there, Brian Adams.
Not one person mentioned the fact that Morgan Freeman is not Arabic, and they were quite
different time.
Very multicultural. So, no, I didn't mention the fact he was black. Oh no, he did. But yeah, Arabic.
Yeah, but he came across great in that film.
He might have been. You don't know.
They didn't go into it.
Yeah, they didn't go into his background.
Well, yeah, it didn't matter. We said where he was from. He was from the Crusades. That's it. Not the way it worked.
I think you've just been very narrow-minded there, John.
Was Robin of Locksley. He was also in the Crusades. He was not Arab.
They're two different sides, Richard.
Yeah, but who's to say Morgan Freeman wasn't already on his side?
Could well have been.
Like the Gurkhas.
I think the Gurkhas a slightly different scenario there. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Richard. No, you made a good point. I feel stupid.
Anyway, vaping on K-Front on the mix. I've had to put this new tank from Geek Vape on the MVP. The battery life on the Z50 is abysmal. Abysmal.
Really?
I've 25 watts. It can't half a tank.
Fuck.
Shocking battery life on that. It doesn't work, and it's not a good mod anyway in a lot of ways. It's fine, but it serves no purpose really.
Now I know why you're giving up reviewing, because you can just do it here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so that's it's
abysmal.
very uninspiring. That the battery life, shite. So I've stuck it on this, and it's because it's a lovely vape. So that's that. In there is Can Only Be Graham.
Nice.
And also in the Screamers Can Only Be Graham. I've still got this little doody. The battery's fine on this. On this tiny thing, the battery's fine on that. And
that's a banging pub mod as well. Yeah, give it a bit. Give it a bit. We'll see you.
Well, I've just put the mouth to lung tank in.
That's all right. You can still use it. Yeah, see, that's a good pub mod.
And that's generally it. I've still got this Geek Vape. What's this? Fuck if I know. Obelisk AIO60. It's just like a sexy boost without the durability. So that's the stuff. That's the stuff. A range of juices in each one, etc. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. What's in the news, John?
Quick one. Robin Hood wasn't American. Somebody pointed out. Chris Morrow. If you're looking for worrisome things. Anyway, that's quite funny. First things first. First things, it would be stupid if it was second, wouldn't it? The thing that everybody's talking about today. I did get this at 6 a.m. by the way. Oh no, sorry, 5 to 7. Craig Harrison. So don't send me links, motherfucker. Free e-cigarettes for smokers in A&E trial. Smokers attending emergency departments will be given free e-cigarettes and taught how to use them in a trial designed to help people quit. Patients will be offered a device, enough e-liquid supplies for a week, and a referral to a local smoking cessation service alongside a medical advice. That would be quite handy if you've just been hit by a car. If you're having a fag and they go, come in, we'll give you medical advice as well as this. Anyway, this is this. I think it's a really... You see...
Hi, Mr. Peters. It is AIDS. It is AIDS. This is a Smok T24. So what you do is, AIDS. Yeah, it is AIDS. So
we're just trying to get us taken off air.
Push the top, and you pour the juice in there. Yeah. So I guess that they'll pick their moments, is what we're saying.
Oh dear.
It would be. I have to. This is a really good idea for the smoking. There's so many people who get admitted to A&E and then end up on a ward and they're smoking, and it's a fucking nightmare for the NHS. If they want to get outside, because you obviously you still are legally allowed to go outside, and you can go wherever you want. And there's lots of people, especially stroke patients and stuff like that, come in and then they want to keep doing the thing that will cause the stroke, which is quite strange. Well, because they're heavily addicted to. Yeah, I know, that's what I was coming to, you fucking dickhead. Well, I think we know what got you here, do we? Heroines. Silly, isn't it? Do you want a lemon sherbet? Come and sit down. I want more heroin to be stupid.
Heroin? Do you like custard? You just push the top off. Squirt it down there.
Yes, Richard is dark tonight. What did you call me before we went live?
A nonce, because you don't have a cat flap.
I totally missed that. I think I was doing something else when you said that.
Oh dear. Oh my god, that's funny.
I'm just trying to see if there's any worthwhile information here. During the trial, due to start in the autumn, so it's not starting yet, some smokers in emergency departments, whatever they're being treated for, whether it be AIDS, will be given vaping starter packs.
You wouldn't go in A&E for AIDS.
You started it! How the fuck is that me? I said the fucking thing. You did it, you bitch. They will have to fund any additional vaping materials themselves. I don't like the drip tip. Tough shit, mate. Isn't it? Buy another one.
Oh, right, okay.
Go.
Oh dear.
It looks like a penis. Whoa, beggars can't be choosers. Use the drip tip given. Thank you.
That's how you got in this mess.
Fuck. For fuck's sake. The groups will be asked if they still smoke 1, 3, and 6 months later. So you can smoke in the middle months.
I'll just
Second month. They're going to ask you in the first month if you still smoke, and they're going to ask you in the
they're only
third.
giving you a week's worth.
I'm telling you what this says.
It says enough juice for a week.
I know it fucking does. And then it says they're going to see if it does kick them into vaping.
Be interesting to see. Interesting to see what kit they get.
Devil Vapors put in chat. Thanks to you, Meth. Could I interest you in some Heisenberg?
It's the same. We don't have crack, but we've got crack current.
Home Comfort says you'll never play the piano again, but can I interest you in an AIO?
Suction activated.
Fucking Christ. He's getting proper. He's getting. Andy says he's getting proper Larry because he's quit reviewing.
I'm
he's
so
not
glad
bothered now.
I come on the show when he quit reviewing, because this is the Richard that I think some of us know.
This is the Richard everybody demands. The terrible, un-PC Richard.
I think it's not as boring as you thought.
Nick Smith says your legs have dropped off. Have a vape. You'll be reeked.
True.
Carry on.
Right, so we're going to go with the next one,
What is that?
which is Vaping Post. Oh, a lot of people don't know this. This is quite. I was talking to a retailer in Bangladesh today, and the problem is with this vaping postal issue in the US. I'll read the next news story in a second, but because all the couriers have already moved to change their rules, it doesn't really make any difference when they change the legislation because they have to be ahead of the game. So DHL have stopped, FedEx have stopped, USPS have stopped. So, but they've cut the supply chain for other countries in the world who don't have, well, they
Ordered from America.
Yeah, what's fashionable is being ordered in from other places, and they can't now get it. So that was, I was asked to do some wholesale for somebody, and it's just impossible because they wanted nicotine, and I can't do that. Whereas in the US, you could. So it makes it quite difficult. Anyway, Vaping Post have gone with USPS. Fuck's sake. USPS haven't banned it, but DHL and FedEx have, so it doesn't make any difference. USPS postponed ban on vape mail for now. The US Postal Service announced that it's delaying a ban on mail and parcels and mail covering vape products. The ban was supposed to take effect on the Monday just gone and apply to all vaping companies, including those shipping products without nicotine. Despite our best efforts in order to ensure a thorough and thoughtful consideration of the complex issues and voluminous comments by industry, individual and governmental stakeholders, the Postal Service is unable to publish a final rule by today's target, said USPS. He said that his agency would finalise the rules as soon as possible. Mailers should be prepared for implementation upon publication any time, Coleman said. But it's not actually, there's no good news in that because all they're actually doing is closing down any loophole to make sure there's nothing left.
So what's their official reason for delaying?
They're saying that that through thorough and thoughtful consideration of the complex issues, they're waiting before they publish the rule. But what they're actually doing is trying to close as many loopholes as possible. One of them was this store-to-store idea that was being floated in the US. So it's business to business. But they seem to have got wind of it. So it's whether if they shut, it doesn't really make any difference because the courier won't carry it.
I thought they were allowing post of vape stuff out of the country.
Yeah and no, but the courier can't take it across the country. So if you're going to order from Massachusetts, it'd have to go to the hub. So it's got to go through the postal system a bit and then out, and they won't do it. There's ways around it.
What was the reason for stopping in the first place?
They're trying to save the children, Richard.
Right.
It's not something you're going to understand. No one's thinking of the children.
I do understand that.
But they're not. There are ways around it. I'm using it at the moment, and it works perfectly fine. But am I going to say it live on YouTube? No, it's not that. You can do it perfectly legally. You just don't tell everybody in the universe about it because it'll just get added to the fucking legislation.
Says it'll come down to the money. It won't. It's not enough money. It's not enough. No, it's not. Exactly, it really isn't. It's not enough money. What are you looking at? 0.001% of mail will be vape related. It's not enough. Yeah. It's not enough money.
Labworks says USPS don't know what the hell they're doing. Absolutely true. It did, but it didn't help with them. Trump was really fucked them up in the last 6 months. Was really no good at all. Just label it machine parts doesn't work. Because the sender would be fined and you'll have to pay extra on customs and excise when it lands because it's been mislabeled. And if they open it, you have to pay more. I had to pay for a wooden toy, and the thing cost me £55.
A wooden toy?
Yeah, it was a big dick, the one you sent me. Anyway, it was 70 quid extra because they opened it. That was from Canada. Thanks for going on holiday there. I needed it. Ricky Mahoney says he's in Massachusetts, which has been shut down.
Yeah. Okay.
There is going to be. Ricky, do keep watching because I know there are some suppliers in Massachusetts who have got a way of doing this already. And they're using a very similar thing to Just Add Nick. If you don't know what Just Add Nick is, just pop onto justaddnick.org.uk and find out. Yeah. That's that. That's that. So that's been delayed. This was quite interesting.
For how long has it been delayed?
As soon as it's done, they're going to publish it, and then that's the rules.
Right.
That's what they've said. So expect it soon. Don't change anything you're doing because it's coming. Is what they've said. So this I picked up because I was just having a look at the news, but it's from health.com, so you know it's good. As soon as it says health. You know all the .coms are the good ones. The headline caught my eye, and then I had to go find everything about it because I thought, that's fucking interesting. Yeah. This woman's doctor said vaping may have caused her lower back pain. And I thought, I'm in.
Definitely true. Definitely.
It could have.
When 23-year-old Megan McTeague went to her doctor with bad lower back pain, she wasn't expecting him to ask if she vaped. When she told him she was an on-off vapor throughout her college years, he said, this might be the reason for your current health issue. Sharing her story, McTeague put it bluntly, I have the back of a 50-year-old now, thanks to nicotine.
Does it?
Not nicotine specifically.
Just a quick,
No, it is according to her.
Does it promote her weight on there as well?
It doesn't. There's no weight mention. In an interview with BuzzFeed, she said she tried several times to quit vaping. She tried nicotine pouches to wean off the inhalation aspect, lollipops to help with the oral fixation, and signed up for one of those tech services that send you frequent reminders on tips of how to quit. I'd thrown out my own device probably 2 or 3 times. Just keep coming back to them, everybody knows that. But ended up buying another one weeks or months after. Well, it took her recent health scare to make her get rid of her Juul, open brackets, a brand of e-cigarette, close brackets, in December.
The brand
of
e-cigarette.
I've been having general back soreness since late high school, but in the last 2 or 3 months, I had fully thrown out my back to the point where it really was painful to stand up, bend over. There was a big problem with the whole oral fixation.
It's some credibility, isn't it? Because, firstly, it's become incredibly fashionable to chuck clouds, and you don't have to chuck them. you can just.
And all that bending over before you do the inhale.
First of all, put your vape on a table. So it's not such a stoop every time you need it. The biggest danger of vaping, I think, is dehydration. Now, dehydration could have played a role in her back.
I have got the
but not nicotine.
I've got the studies in a second. Anyway, she had an MRI and an X-ray. Looking at the MRI, the doctor noted that her 3 lower discs were slightly degenerated, while my upper discs appeared white and thicker in the MRI. My 3 lower ones were almost black, significantly thinner. And I thought, fuck, I've got to go and find. There's got to be some papers on this. This guy has got this bollocks from somewhere. Where it comes from is very similar to the lung tissue experiments. There's one experiment ever done on bovine cows, for any of our viewers, bovine disc cells that were put in in vitro, so in grown
the microwave rice.
I mean, this
grown in petri dishes, and then they were put in different solutions of nicotine to see how they reacted. And they had the double blind aspect was can't be double blind. So they had one control which didn't have any nicotine in it.
You have to blindfold a cow. He's not asked either way. He's
strawberries. Sorry, fucking idiot. They and then they studied these bovine cells to see what had happened, and what they'd come up with was that nicotine could play a significant role in constricting blood vessels, because we know that nicotine does constrict blood vessels, but it's momentary anyway, and that the blood supply to discs in your back is limited anyway, and it became even more limited due to the amount of nicotine. Most people do stop vaping at some point. There is a pause. Most people don't just IV, don't just press the button and hold it and continually vape all the time. So I couldn't really see. Anyway,
Maybe
yeah,
it's bollocks.
It is basically bollocks. It is one paper. I just kind of the weirdest fucking thing anyone's ever said to anybody.
DJ who went deaf.
Oh, what, from vaping?
Yeah.
Being stood by a massive fucking massive
You hear
PA,
it?
and he went, "Yeah, it's the vaping. Yeah, mate, that's what that is. That'll do that. Yeah." My nan did that though. She got run over by a car, and she was trying to read the nicotine strength, and so vaping killed my nan. Only she died years before vaping existed. But it was quite. I thought I've got to go and find this study, but this study has been quoted so many times by so many bullshit organisations in the US. So if you do see a vaping causes lower back pain, yeah, it doesn't.
No,
it might
Like
do.
it.
We don't know.
Maybe
sure.
okay. That study doesn't prove it.
But it could be a
it would
thing.
have it would have happened more in the last 100 years of people smoking,
It really would have.
because there's nicotine in cigarettes. Let's not forget.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what about all the other dangerous chemicals in e-cigarettes?
Custodinio,
Well,
which is
there's no long-term studies, is there?
More to the point, what's the next shit beer am I going to drink? Is it that one?
Ooh.
that looks
or-
dodgy. Is that a sour?
Is that a blonde?
I don't know. Or that one. Or this one I've been putting off. I had this from my original order.
Ooh,
Get it drunk.
That's the one.
That's the one for you.
Okay,
That'll
thank
be
you.
lovely, that.
I'm glad I could have input into your news segment.
Moo e-liquid lab works. When I had an MRI, I was never asked, did I vape? Well, my doctor told me I damaged 2 of the discs in my neck. Dairy, vapey, that is what did it. Shagging might be an issue, said Labworks. That's cool. We don't really do personal problems on the chat, but you know, we'll respond when we can. Send a little letter.
It
or
will
something.
be an issue for her now. She got a bad back.
Give up BJs. Matt, good idea, Gary.
We can't assume she was going at it.
No. I'm not
the
saying she is.
clappers just because she was at college.
I think he was actually directing that at you, Richard.
Oh, right, yeah. I'm married.
Right, exactly.
I thought he was
doesn't
talking
mean
about
anything.
himself.
What?
Well, it means those days are over.
Well, you can still give them.
Have you not seen the Goodbye Glory Hole, the little thing he did, the documentary? It's good, I think.
I don't like the sound of that.
Panned by the critics, but I thought it was worth a watch.
It's ahead of its time.
Hand washing plates and dishes in a sink causes me back pain, and I vape. Says Ohm Comforts. Well, that's that. That was a really quick news, wasn't it?
Right, have you got the feed up, Rick?
I can press play on it.
And also catch up.
Yeah, I've done it now. Yeah, what we watching?
Well, because I'm going to show some new stuff on the feed that you can't see in Zoom.
Are people really interested in?
Oh, they love it.
They
They
Love
love
the new
it.
stuff bit, Rick.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, it's massive.
Can we put a poll in chat?
You can put a poll.
They
You can
fucking
put
love the new
sticks.
stuff. Don't
anything.
even think twice.
Who likes new stuff?
Don't ask. It's rude.
I tell you, really like it. The people that watch it on catch up.
They do.
They don't have a voice here, so.
Yeah. Oh shit! I said I was going to do a discount code, so I'll do that now.
Oh yeah, do that while this is happening.
Exactly.
So, the
mate.
first one, the first
50% off. That just had Nick.
No, it's not.
10%.
That's the fella.
Use code vaping.
We got to listen to Richard.
No.
The first new thing is the highly anticipated Geek Vape Legend Aegis
I'm
Legend
looking at it.
2. Can you see it? I've actually.
Yes, I've got it.
I've actually got one here. I haven't opened it.
Is that for a review?
No, I've just not now.
It'll be on sale next week.
It's car boot.
No, Mr. Greenwood will have it.
Yeah. So this is new. This is they're very, very popular, these mods. The Aegis Legend 1 is one of the most popular regulated mods around. So highly anticipated V2. They have made it lighter, stronger, faster.
How can it be fast?
Faster board.
I like it.
They've tweaked it in a lot. I think it's a bit smaller actually as well, which is quite impressive. It'll be great. It'll be good. People will be all over this. So that's a thing. We showed a picture of this next one last week, but it was like a teasy kind of render.
A teasy render?
But this one is a much better, clearer picture of the device. It's the new Watofo M Dura Pro Kit. And it's one of these big screen 200 watt jobbies.
Waiting for it. Oh, I think I saw it. I think somebody had
last
one.
week. You said you liked it.
I did, but I think did I see someone with it?
Ooh, I don't know. I haven't seen it in the wild. It's funny. It's funny actually because the Legend that we just showed previous, they did one in between the V1 and V2 that had a big screen, and that was very popular. But they've gone back to the classic look. I think this might be popular as well.
Wasn't that the Aegis Legend X or something?
Yes, correct. But that did very well as well. So I think this is probably going to do all right. Nice centered 510, huge screen. People do like that sort of stuff. So there's another option. Ooh, we showed a picture of this last week, but we couldn't properly see it. But this is an actual photograph of it with a real building. And this is what I was talking about last week. It's really dead rabbity. This is the Vandy Vape RAF RDA. And it's literally a dead rabbit deck, just done slightly differently. The coil position, wick position, airflow position. It's gonna vape exactly like a dead rabbit. But it's the RAF RDA.
The RAF RDA.
And it's got like claw marks down the barrel.
Oh, I see it now. And Vaping Heisenberg, by the looks of it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure whose picture this is, but some really funky juice in there. Good for the picture. Good for
by our favourite company, though.
It's not hateful. The scratches down that kind of claw.
It's better than it saying RAF in big letters on it.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree. No, I think it's nearly too much.
But it'll be a solid vape. This one, now, as I keep saying every week, I'm not super up on my Aspire stuff. But I haven't seen much of this, so I thought I'd better stick it up. This is the rear mod in retro brown.
Retro brown.
We almost got these in. Almost.
Is it a built-in? It's a built-in battery?
I don't know.
Because it says
you said that
dual 18650 in the thing, but I don't think.
You said that like Michael Caine. It was really weird. I don't know.
I don't know.
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors.
I'm not a reviewer. I just sell them.
She was only 18 years old. She was only 18 years old.
No, it's more gravelly. It's older. He's older. She was only 18 years old.
No, you're just doing. That's terrible.
Fuck off!
That's what he's gonna
you were
sound
better.
like. That is
you
what
were
he's
better.
gonna sound like.
When he's dead.
She was only 18 years old.
Todd's review says.
Master Bruce?
Todd's review says, thanks for watching my review. Richard Vic Dick.
Twin 18650. It is a twin 8. That looks very compact for a twin 18650. So that alone makes it quite interesting.
Certainly does.
And it's a pleasant looking device as well, don't you think?
It's fine. I'm with little Nicky. That is terrible brown rather than retro brown.
I think it looks very nice, actually, personally.
Why didn't you get them then, Rick?
I genuinely can't remember. It was
margin.
When was it? Tuesday last week? No. We could bang out the same margin all day long. It's Tuesday last week. I think we were ordering stuff. It might not have even been in stock. That's probably the reason why. Maybe it's just like coming soon or something. I don't know. I can't remember why, but they do look very nice.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think the brown's that bad actually.
I like it.
Looking at it, I think it's fine.
I
I mean, normally I'm a big faux leather hater, but nah, I mean that's okay. There's a lot worse.
I think it's more the light that doesn't do it much justice.
It's not a
brownness.
At least sort of fucking artist impression.
Yeah, it's not a render. Yeah.
Evening all, has Riyadh got more forehead than John? It's 5 head. And no, he hasn't.
No, he's just bald.
It's like literally there.
It's there. He's got no. Look at that. It's rubbish.
Like, let's measure the gap. Like,
no, I don't need to, mate. Look at this. It's more of a 4 though.
More than Rick.
I mean, I
don't know. You've got that. You've got that widow's peak, haven't you, Richard?
And not many people know that.
Well squeezed in. That was good.
That from chat.
Just on foreheads, little Nicky says, no, it's ugly.
I mean, I'm not an expert, but
no,
it's a
she's
good
talking
looking
about
mod.
the mod. She's talking about
my bad.
Rear of the year.
It's definitely a good looking mod.
He's a good looking mod, and you're a good looking bloke, Rick, and don't let anyone say anything different.
Look, I don't give a shit. Like,
once you get married, you just don't care.
I'm not married for a start.
Okay. It's a pretty long-term relationship. You've got a baby. It kind of counts.
10 years, actually. 10 years March, just gone. Amateur,
16, motherfucker.
Yeah, but I mean, I've escaped marriage a couple of times now.
Oh, that's good. Congrats. Who cares? It's just an achievement award anyway. I didn't pay for it.
Thank you.
Anyway, this is the Smok Rpm4 Kit.
Oh, God.
Dive into the clouds.
Look at that.
It's basically a Vinci.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
That's too busy. That's too busy.
It's too busy, yeah. But it's Smok.
It reminds me, what's the in-betweeners line? It's too flashy. Is that it?
Yeah, too flashy?
Too flashy. That's too flashy. It's too flashy for me.
I'll tell you what else stands out about this. If everything in the post that we're looking at is true. 60 watts, but 1600 mAh. Well, that's about 12 minutes.
Yeah.
You'd have to just keep it plugged in. It's a wired vape.
I'm not a scientist, but I think we'll have to go to Mooch for that one and find out the proper details.
I'm not saying it can't do 60 watts. I'm just saying it can't do it twice.
I definitely don't.
That was the best review ever. You should definitely get back into reviewing. I'm not saying it can't do it. I'm saying you can't do it twice.
The battery's going to be too low after one go, isn't it? At 1600, that's... I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. I don't know. 5 mil capacity as well. So you're going to be charging it 3 times for one tank. So I don't know. Unless that's a misprint or something. But that's the Rpm4 Kit by Smok.
How did they only ever manage to get 1600 mAh in?
I don't know. If that's all you can get, make it bigger. Or lower the wattage, shrink the coils.
I think the problem is they've used the same board in every other Smok product.
The other thing with Smok is that they release 2 products a week, so they're literally just throwing darts. So if this takes off, then fair play to them. You know?
People can slate Smok all they want, but they sell, and that's what people want. And
I don't knock them at
as
all.
much as it hurts me to say, they're by far our best-selling product.
The TFV8 was an excellent sub-tank.
People who aren't on the like a friend of mine vapes. She's no interest in like the social media aspect. It's like she thinks it's the Smok. She said to me, "I wouldn't buy anything unless it says Smok on it, and then you know it's quality." Yeah. I was like, "Fine, fair enough."
I've got one more new thing, but it's real. It exists in my face.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Arbiter Solo mouth-to-lung RTA.
That's just a box.
Hold your horses.
That's a fucking big box.
No, it's just proportions.
Oh.
So this is it, and what I will do is I'll vape it this week and tell you about it next week.
You do it on a level, like a saver level.
What do you mean?
Has it got a bubble? So it's got a bubble tank.
Yeah.
So what is it? 5mm.
Yeah, and it's 24mm wide.
Still got the original box. Is it side?
Yeah, no, it's just got its name on. You've changed basically.
Yeah. Well, I had to change my name to distance myself from that tank.
I would have as well.
Oh, it's one of the best.
I've got like I found the bag with like 30 sabers in.
It was a great. I've still got 2 of them. My drawers down there.
It's a weird place to keep them. Hey. So this is a mouth-to-lung tank. I don't know if I can show you. I mean, why bother showing you? All the mouth-to-lungs now are this, aren't they? They always just do the S-shaped coiled deck now, don't they? But it's got some interesting things on it. So I will show that off and vape it and problem stuff next week. So that's new as well. Oxford, it's only about their 4th proper product or something, you know. And everything they've done so far has gone quite well. So, although apparently there's a fault with this because he told me not to review it because there's a fault with it. So it'd be fun to vape it to find out what the fault is as well. So there we go. There we go. That's all the new stuff. Rick, what's going on with you then? When did we last see you? Was your shop shut due to restrictions?
You last saw me probably at the beginning of lockdown.
I think that we were like end of this first lockdown.
It would have been the first because that's where the Riyadh Survivor comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah, end of the first, and here we are 3 years later.
Decade later.
Did you carry on with the whole home delivery?
Yeah.
Passing it through the door.
No, home delivery. So in Scotland, we can actually do click and collect or anything like that because non-essentials weren't allowed to do it. So it was only the essential shops like B&Q, B&M, Home Bar, you know, all of the essential ones.
Wix, stuff like that.
Yeah, all those ones that could do it. Yeah, but we can.
IKEA.
Our price.
Done a few home deliveries, you know, cashed in on the government grants, and that's about it.
Yeah, but now in Bonnie, Scotland, you're full beans now, aren't you?
We opened Monday.
Monday?
No, this Monday. Restrictions were lifted this Monday.
Yeah, you were slightly behind us.
Yeah, well, that's
based on
they were behind us. Now they're ahead. You're allowed in pubs in Scotland.
No, you're not. You're allowed in if you're not drinking alcohol.
That's how it should be anyway.
I mean, I do you know what? I rarely used to go in the pub, but that's the biggest thing I'm craving right now. Is
really?
A night down the pub. I love a night down the pub.
I have to admit, that has not left. I couldn't give a shit. I think it might be like. We live in the middle of nowhere anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I hardly know anybody in Denny, so it's a great night out, you know?
What's your shop called? Where is it? Have you got more than one? Where is it?
No one really cares what it's called.
They do, Rick.
How
do
it. Find it, you nonce.
No one really. Fucking stop with the nonce shit. No one knows.
They know now.
It was a tough lockdown. I'm not ready, by the way, just put it out there.
Alpha Vape, you still called that?
Yeah, we're still called Alpha Vape.
And is it 2 shops?
2. Yes, we're potentially when lockdown 0.
When's your lockdown 0? When's little
okay. It'll be 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks after yours, I'd assume.
Okay.
You know, just see if anything fucks up in England first.
Yeah, and then slag them off.
Yeah.
And then slag them off. Yeah. That's, you know, nothing political.
But you've got Nicholas Sturgeon's brief in front of you, haven't you, Richard?
Yeah.
That's how it works. And then it just says at the bottom in capital letters, Independence! Just at the bottom, just in case you forgot that's what they're after.
Yeah. On the front it just says point scoring brackets.
Obviously, I'm a unionist. You know, let's not beat around the bush there. But yeah. Anyway, so we opened Monday.
And were they queuing outside? Was it like?
I mean,
the glory days.
At one point, there's a person stood outside going, "Oh fucking hell! There's 2 people and I can't fucking go in."
Oof! So there was a little rush on.
Yeah, well, 2 people at a time. So you know, there was one person stood outside. The rest of the time, I've not watched Netflix yet.
Said, "Oh no."
It's quite quiet. I even went on a online chat today with with a few vaping people from the shed. That's how busy I am.
Have you
Do you feel you've lost custom due to all this then?
People
that will never come back that used to always come in.
Of the 4 days we've been open, it's mainly been hardware.
Oh.
Like not much juice at all. But I don't know whether that's because people are stocked up or whatnot. But and give it a couple of weeks, and I'll let you know properly. At the moment, it's too hard to tell.
how did you? Sorry.
Go on, John.
I was just going to say, did you during lockdown? Did you stay like busy enough? You personally, I mean.
Me personally, yeah. Oh fuck me, yeah. DIY king now. Got some new tools.
Oh yeah, but I meant, were you staying? Did you
with the online orders?
With the online orders.
Oh, we didn't really do online. We got a Vodafone SIM card, whacked it in my phone. If people rang up, I'd answer it. Go, yeah. Where do you want it delivered to?
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So home deliveries, nothing online really. Just people sort of messaging the page and whatnot. But yeah, I think we probably captured like 10%.
Yeah. I kind of everybody. I will say, I mean, everybody. Didn't matter who you are, where you are, anything like we did. We took a massive fucking hit like over the whole thing as well. Didn't make any difference what you did. There was an idea that if you're online that you didn't suffer, but it was huge, absolutely massive. I had to go and see my accountant when we were out of lockdown, so it must have been early December, and he was like, he was looking at the year before's figures like taxes and stuff, and he went, "You've got really, I don't know how you're doing, like 2021, but you've really got it. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. Don't worry about it. Forget it. Forget anything you've got to worry about. We haven't got those worries this year. We'll be fine."
I think 1920, we were begging for a loss because that was the year of the Alpha 3, and that was sort of fucking. But the Volkert store sapped all our profits.
Yeah.
Which is we shut it a month before lockdown.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that. So we were begging for a loss in that year because corporation tax is a cunt. Let's face it. Well, 19% of your profits, as if you've not paid enough tax already.
Were you saying corporation tax?
Corporation tax, yeah.
Yeah, and especially, a lot of people. I've only realised this last 12 months how many people have no clue about corporation tax. Like, they don't know how it works, and not us, other people don't understand how it works. Like one of the big things for me this year has been the conventions, because they're deductibles. Whenever we'd hit like Vape Jam and Expo, if you're self-employed or you own a business, if you watch me and Rick, you'll see us fighting over each other who can pay the bill in the Indian restaurant. Just because you're like, no, I'll get this one, like, because they're deductible, and it sounds stupid, but 4 things a year is a nice amount of money. Because it doesn't do. The idea of corporation tax is not to charge people. The idea is actually to encourage businesses to spend money. That's the whole point. But if you can't spend any fucking money because there's nowhere to fucking spend it, it's a problem.
You can make up things to spend.
Wow, no, that'd be dishonest.
That would be. I'd never do that. But normally as well.
Ever do that.
Normally as well, I've got
the embrace corporation tax.
Telling me what to do.
It.
Don't worry, Richard. There'll be an electric bike at Just Add Nick in the next few weeks. That's
embrace corporation tax. That's what we do. We love paying corporation tax because
our accountants even got to the point of going, "How many miles did you do this year?" This, and you go, "I'll give you a clue. The magic number is such and such." You're like, "No, I only done this many," and he's like, "You sure?"
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a difficult. Corporation tax is one of those funny things when people. I saw it bandied around so often this year, especially around the budget time, and I thought, please, fucking Google it. I know you're trying to be fucking right on, but you don't understand what you're fucking arguing against. I might make it this. Couldn't give a fuck. Open everything, because if people spend money, it's not the same.
Mm-hmm. So, are you positive or? Are you positive that you'll get a bounce back from all this, or are you completely just seeing how it goes?
Put it this way, and I hate saying this, but I personally, and I'm not pro conservative or anything like that. I'm just looking at John when I say that. But there's been some very generous payouts to a lot of shops that have very low overheads.
Yep. Especially in Scotland.
Of which we will probably invest in another shop or two when the time comes and lockdown is completely over.
So sounds very handouts. That's very socialist.
Well, it's not handouts, is it? Because you're paying tax on those. But...
No. Well, it counts as turnover. So that's still very socialist. You're saying they're giving you a payment to keep you in business.
A grant, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really socialist. That doesn't sound very Tory at all.
But yeah, so I mean, I've heard horror stories of people taking that money and buying cars for their kids and stuff.
Oh,
like that.
Christ. The amount of fucking stupidity, especially when obviously, anyone who's self-employed, get a fucking accountant. Accountant costs you less than they'll save you. Get a fucking accountant. Any accountant, would never have told you. I know of people who gave themselves that money as a dividend. Went 20 grand, dividend to me. Fucking hell. Good luck with that.
So can I just say, I just read something from Dean in the chat. I still have 117 mil of Skinted custard. Right, so Skinted was a brand we launched when I worked for the Grumpy Monkey, and it's basically before the TPD come in, but it's like a fuck it, let's sell 50 mil for a fiver or whatever it was.
I remember that.
And there's no way this guy still got a bottle of Skin. That's 4 years ago.
We will have.
He's saving it. It's delicious.
It just goes on the shelf, doesn't it? Yeah. So yeah. Fairly.
Did you find it? Did you like play? Because you obviously got your daughter as well. Was it good to be with you to spend loads of time?
The home tutoring.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was the one. Jenna was going to work because she works for the NHS. I was doing pretty much all the home tutoring apart from Mondays, which was a bit of a cunt, but at the same time, well, she's literally like top of her. She's only in primary 1, but she's the only one that's forming sentences and stuff. So it says a lot about the brains. Right here.
Good job there then.
So we're proud of that. We had parents' evening yesterday, like video chat.
Yeah.
And that was really cool to find out she's actually excelling and doing well because
you bothered.
Well, it's because live in Scotland.
Yeah, it's a low bar.
Yeah, it's not the highest bar. Literally, she's saying "dada."
Yeah.
She's 14 now, is she?
Next year. So that all sounds very positive then. Movies.
Oh, hang on. No, can I just say, during lockdown, I built the decking, I redone the kitchen. I
don't think that's relevant.
I did. I did the last lockdown. I put this in.
I'm not going on about that.
I bought power tools.
Did you put a skylight in?
Skylight blind.
Blind. I bought a Makita power driver. That is my new favourite toy. Fuck everything else. That is amazing.
Oh, is that the
That's
thing
why you
for
shouldn't be
muscle
allowed
fatigue,
in.
where it goes.
Yeah. Circular saw as well for cutting.
Do you mean a circular saw?
That's what I said.
You said secular. To be fair, you said secular. No,
I said
non-religious. Secular is non-religious. Circular saw.
It just must be my Scottish accent coming out. Movies. Can I go for a quick pee first? I am really
we'll start
gagging.
Without you.
Yeah, okay.
We did a thread on the group. And
Yeah, I need to find it.
It was, what movies have you been most disappointed by? And what triggered this was I was watching The Death of Stalin.
Fuck.
Which was Armando Iannucci and this amazing comedic cast, and it was a really good film. But after about 15 minutes, I was worried it wasn't going to be a good film.
Right.
But so it kind of it sort of triggered that thought. And loads of people jumped in. Interesting shouts, like really like big movies that they just weren't happy with. which is
yeah. It's kind of, you can see who when they watched it as well, if you know what I mean. Like if they watched it at like peak, everyone says it's fucking amazing, and it is not.
Instantly, Nick Oakley said Wonder Woman 84, which I think is the sequel.
No, 84 is the original.
Oh yeah, it's there's only one Wonder Woman film.
Yeah, because then they tried to they were going to redo Wonder Woman. I don't know if they did. Some of them. I don't watch comic book stuff because I'm not a child, but lots of people in the chat do.
It was a commercial success, Wonder Woman 84. So if Nick didn't like it, that's fair enough. I said Transformers. Have you seen the Transformers films?
No, children's film.
I was a fan as a child of the.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I was excited to see the film, and it's Michael Bay, and he does these insanely heavily CGI. Yeah. My biggest gripe: the action scenes were so fast and furious, and so much shit going on. You couldn't tell the robots apart, like the goodies from the baddies. They all just look like a blur of metal.
Do you do that thing now? I think it's an age thing now.
They were red and grey.
You know about Transformers?
Colours. Yeah. But the baddies were always like purple and green, and it was very, very obvious who the baddies and goodies were in the cartoon. He really missed a trick there with the.
Do you find though that when it gets to like years ago, when it got to the real actiony bit in any film, it would like absorb you, but now we know that if it's really heavy and ongoing, it's the moment you switch off and you think, take a cup of tea, something like that. It's like murder.
You just go like that.
Yeah, fuck me. It's too much. I can't be bothered.
TikTok.
It is kind of. That is true. You climatise to all this stuff, don't you?
Yeah, you just go. Yeah, absolutely. I saw one of the things that jumped out. Ben Morton on the thread has put Shutter Island. You see, because I'd heard nothing about Shutter Island at all, I think it was a really good film.
I thought Shutter Island was brilliant.
Yeah,
I thought it was really fucking good.
Oh, I don't know the base system, but I got to second base in Shutter Island.
Oh, yeah, but what do you consider second base being?
Yeah, but don't, Richard, no. There's no win to this. I had questions, and then I thought...
No, that's third base, isn't it?
Oh, is it? What's second base then?
Boobage.
Bit of tip.
Like, first base has got to be like kissing. Okay, I didn't know the base system either.
Wait a minute, what's kissing then?
One, I assume.
First base is...
before you ever go on the tip?
So we're going with one. It's holding hands.
Someone in chat will know. But either way,
it's a bit of boob.
Either way, Shutter Island, great film. I didn't really watch that much of it.
I think it's a really good film. Though. How fucking old is Shutter Island? I need to know this.
It's got 20 years old.
Is it? Nah, bollocks.
What are you getting at? Is it a book or something?
No.
Well, what do you mean about this thing about you had no expectations,
12.
so you enjoyed it?
Because no. Like I hadn't seen any reviews. I hadn't seen anybody talking about it, so I just watched it. 2010, 11 years old. Yeah. But now we know who it is.
1984 is the sequel, John. You noob.
1984 is the. Oh, is it? Oh, fair enough. Sorry. I honestly thought when he put 1984 as the sequel, I thought he was talking about George Orwell. I was like, no, it's not. When I saw that in chat, I was like,
1984 by George Orwell was the sequel.
Is the sequel to what? Yeah.
DC Comics.
And she arrived in 2010. That's why I didn't want to ask you any questions, because then now we know who the second base was. Anyway, just a quick hello to Mrs. Richard. How you doing? Doing all right?
She wasn't who I got second base with.
How long have you been with Miss? I think you've been with her for like your kid's like 15.
What was the release date?
2010.
2010.
This was a different lady.
Oh, fair days.
Sarah must have been at home.
See, that's the perfect topper. There we go, done. Two people put Capone, which I've never seen.
It's new.
Oh, okay. Right,
it's the guy from It's the guy from Bane. Oh, you don't watch comic book films?
Oh no, I don't watch comics.
The guy from Peaky Blinders.
Yeah. No. Is it?
Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy was in. Oh,
I like Russell
in Peaky Blinders, doesn't he?
that's Thomas Hardy.
Oh, what's the difference?
Well, his name's Thomas. For one.
I'm pretty sure the same.
Matt Hardy's a wrestler, you penis.
Well, it's not him then, is it?
I really liked Russell Ferguson in the thread on the Facebook group, by the way, the new Ohm Show. Russell Ferguson put, just compute this. The Village, pile of shit, yet critically acclaimed. No, it wasn't. By who? What the fuck are you on
He
about?
was right, though. It's not a great film.
It is a pile of shit, but it's not like it went 4 Oscars. Fuck off.
Although some of the Oscar-nominated films are
They're fucking awful.
awful.
Yeah, I agree. I remember watching The Village.
It's
But I
a
remember,
big political thing, isn't it? Oscars.
yeah, Mrs. John was at uni when The Village came out, and we well, not when it came out, when it was on video. We were watching it, and I remember going about halfway through. I went, fuck, I know what it is. And she went, what? Because you always when you know there's a twist, it's pointless. The whole film is pointless. Halfway through, I was like, there's only one twist there could possibly be. And she said, what? And I said, well, if I tell you, it'll ruin it. And she went, come on then. And I said, well, it's not really in the past. So, and then she got to the end and she went, you ruined it. Well, no, it didn't. You asked.
I wanna go back to Capone for a second.
Go for it.
I started watching it, and I read a review before I watched it, and it said, if you've ever seen Thomas Hardy's film, he does exactly the same thing in all of them. So he's got the same accent, he looks the same.
Right.
And I watched it, and I heard him speak once. I'm like, nah, can't watch it.
So who is in Capone?
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy from the Craze.
He did the Craze, yeah.
Yeah, the Craze Warrior and
and
such and such.
What he does a Cockney accent in Capone.
Well, no, he doesn't. But it's the same fucking thing.
It is, but you say that, but then Jack Nicholson plays Jack Nicholson in everything, and he's got 5 Oscars.
I'm just saying it put me off the film.
No,
I want to give you a cuddle now. I didn't mean it like in a shitty way at all. I was just like, that's what some people do.
Paul Sanders put Raging Bull. That's ridiculous.
Well, is this films that weren't as good as you thought it would be?
Massive disappointment.
Ready Player One.
Oh, that's not bad, actually. Yeah.
No, Ready Player One. I made it a point of doing the book before I watched the film. Right. It was the biggest mistake of my fucking life because the book is amazing and the film is just proper garbo.
I think that's just something people say.
No, genuinely, because obviously you're using your imagination with the film, with the book.
The Harry Potter films are better than the book.
So you're picturing, but I've never read the Harry Potter book, so I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, but that's fine because you're a fucking adult. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, it was probably the first 2 times I tried to watch it, I fell asleep, and I actually did watch it fully, and then I've watched it again since. So it's a film you can watch, but I was hugely disappointed by it.
I do think that's a perfect review for any man over the age of 30. Somebody goes, "What's it like?" Fell asleep. Right, that is all you need to know about any film, because your brain, literally, just from the back of it, goes, "Just have a nice sleep. Don't worry about it." And you go, "Yeah, no, but I want to watch it," and it goes, "Nah, just have a sleep."
Support in the chat, look.
What?
I haven't read the book. I agree with Riyadh. I agree. There you go, Keith.
Anyway. No one's
but wait, we've got some classics here. Nick Ames. This is an amazing thing to type out as if it needs to be said. But it's the qualifier that makes this funny. Anything recent with Nicolas Cage. You don't need the word recent at all. Anything.
Oh, come on. Con Air was amazing.
But listen, I watch a Nicolas Cage film every Friday.
Matchstick Man.
But it's not good. It's good, relatively speaking, to what you're expecting.
National Treasure.
No, we watch that all the time. It's like it's a fate. But it's Susan Boyle, isn't it? Right? Susan Boyle is a good singer. A woman goes out, she looks mad as shit. She's wearing a pair of curtains, so she cuts her own hair. And she sings, and people go, fucking hell. I thought she was going to stick a banana up her fanny and do a dance on the stage. But it's relative to what she looks like. Nicolas Cage, you go, it's going to be mental.
I would pay more to watch Susan Boyle stick a banana in a fanny. To be
Of course you would, but like on a CD, it doesn't come across. They need to you need a poster on the wall so you get it. Why the fuck has anyone recorded this on a CD? Wait, you don't know what she looks like. Good point. It's mental. But the funny thing is, so Nick Ames, anything recent with Nicolas Cage, you think no one's going to join in with that?
He's right.
Anything, it's fine. Leaving Las Vegas is like one of the most famous things he's done. He did it, and his uncle directed it, didn't he?
What was that film with Adam Sandler about the Jewish jewelry stores?
That's really good. Diamond.
Really? I thought it was fucking awful.
It's do you really?
Piece of shit I've ever seen in my life.
I think, but again, you're probably right. It's Susan Boyle, isn't it? I was expecting him to do a
comedy.
No, he didn't.
Oh dear. My favorite. Can I say my favorite ever film?
Yeah,
because none of you would have heard of it.
Let's switch it around. Best films.
Okay. My favorite ever film is a film called Man from Earth. Right? It was only ever released in America. It wasn't released in the UK. And believe it or not, it's set in one room. So it's one room, just pure dialogue.
That's good.
And it's literally about a man who claims he's Jesus. I'm an atheist, by the way. And then they go through all the debating and stuff like that about how he could be and how he's still like, and all that. It's just fucking phenomenal. Like the dialogue is insane, and that's my favorite ever film. And I wish I could get hold of it, but I can't find it in this country. I might have to get Netflix.
Is your favorite still Legally Blonde, John?
White chicks.
Legally Blonde 2.
Yeah, 2.
Legally Blonde sucks. It's Legally Blonde 2 is when, because you know the characters, so you know what you get in, really and then you're in.
It up,
yeah. And that's a good point, actually. Crank 1 and 2, which no Oscar nominations.
It was surprising, yeah. That and Sharknado.
Yeah, I was waiting. They kind of published it, and I was like, what the fuck?
Banzai?
This is corrupt as shit. Somebody on this thread, it's completely fucking mental, and they've put Donnie Darko in the shit you thought was good.
Donnie Darko is good.
That is a classic. 100% classic Donnie Darko. Get it.
And even now I watch it, I don't get it.
Yeah, you don't, man. That's fine. Which bit don't you get? I help.
All of it is just fucking.
That's a book. Donnie Darko is a book. Have a go.
Yeah, I'll probably watch the book.
Convoy. Watch the book. That probably won't get you very far.
Convoy. Keith Morgan.
Andy Fairchild's favourite film is Forbidden Planet.
That's
Forbidden Planet.
Is that not David Attenborough?
I don't know. Maybe it's a feature length.
And here we have
Steve Cudstapleton has gone with Tank Girl in books that were no good.
Godfather, someone said.
What?
I've never seen The Godfather.
Fuck off.
Chris Morris said his best film's Godfather, I think.
Oh, that's good. That's okay. Right. Citizen Kane is like normally comes to the top of nearly all the list.
Always in the top 10, isn't it?
Never seen Citizen Kane either.
I did think going back to the thread on the group, Ian Schwa said,
"Whoa, we're on best films now."
Well, I'm just saying it's a good joke. It's worth talking about.
Go on then.
Schindler's List, on the back of the DVD cover, it said, "You'll need a full box of tissues to watch this." Clearly didn't use
That's
them.
An incredibly hard wank.
Depends how much you like black and white. If Fawlty Towers were a film, Johan, I don't know what this. There's a European obsession with old British comedy, which I don't understand.
It's a lovely TV program, but we're talking about films.
Who's the Sasha has
favorite car ever? Kawasaki Ninja.
Every so often, Sasha will pop along and go, "Oh, why do they ever stop Only Fools and Horses?" It's not funny. That's one of the big reasons.
It's great, Only Fools.
You can't forget. Fuck me, I've forgotten it.
You can't forget
Shawshank. Like Shawshank's got to be like everybody's top 10. Has to be, surely.
Yeah.
That works. It's really faithful as well to the book. It's really, really.
Yeah, faithful. That's true. It's really good. It's a really good film.
Own Comforts is put in Thanks 1138. What the fuck's that?
I don't know what that is. But I don't know what that is yet. But thanks for putting it in chat.
I'm going to check what that is.
Do you want to know my favourite film?
Go for it, man. Go for it.
Casino.
It is a solid.
It's a solid poo, I think.
What?
But
you haven't seen it.
I think Cocktail's better.
Cocktail. Fuck off.
It's got a 6. I will say THX 1138 has got a solid 6.7 out of 10.
Really?
Oh.
What is it about? Let's have a synopsis, John.
Okay, THX 1138 LUH 3417 and SEN 5241 attempt to escape from a futuristic society located beneath the surface of the Earth. The society has outlawed sex with drugs used to control people.
Oh, okay. Give that one a miss. Quadrophenia, yes. Quadrophenia.
I'll give you a classic.
It's fucking amazing.
You kind of have to ignore the possible sexual offender in one of my favourite films, but The Usual Suspects. I remember the first time I saw it, and it is so well put together. It is absolutely stupid. I think it's a great.
But everyone is saying that movie is good.
Have you guys seen Quadrophenia, by the way?
Yes.
No, thanks. They're on about
What do you mean? No, I literally went to
Quadrophenia.
I literally went to a mod rally. Yeah, I literally went to a mod rally. Bought a dodgy copy of it and it didn't work. But since I've seen it, it's got that guy from EastEnders, whatever his name's in it.
Oh,
the one that played.
Sorry,
Pat Butcher.
No, well, yeah, pretty close. What's his name?
Ricky, that one.
The guy that does the Park Life voiceover.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, I can't think who you mean. Yeah. Someone will put it in chat.
I think it's got Sting. Has it not got Sting in it or something like that? I don't know.
Gareth Martins just said Goonies. But I have ADHD.
I don't think it counts.
What?
I don't think it counts.
No, Goonies
doesn't count.
Overplayed shit.
Goonies. I don't think it counts as your best film ever.
I didn't say it did. I just reading the chat.
It's like someone saying greatest film of all time, Anchorman.
Yeah.
Quite a funny film, as like.
But I was going to just say
it's
something.
Not like on a pedestal, is it?
But I have a thing. I have an issue. I've got loads of issues, but my ADHD
great film.
causes something called hyperfocus, and so I can get totally obsessed with something for like 2 years. Goonies was one of them. Stand By Me was another one. Back to the Future was another one. I met Christopher Lloyd. He's a cunt. That's why I don't like Back to the Future anymore.
Do you know what? I've never heard you say that before.
What's that?
Christopher Lloyd is a cunt. I think every single time I come on, you mention it.
I don't think so.
It's true, John. Yeah.
I would
People
prefer.
are calling you John. Christopher Lloyd's a cunt, Martin.
Phil Daniels, Andy said your Park Life man. Phil Daniels.
Oh yeah, whatever his name is, I don't know. EastEnders guy.
Ohm Comfort. We didn't dismiss it. We haven't seen it. Don't take it seriously.
No, Stand By Me is better than Goonies.
We just don't know it. Everyone else in chat says it's great. So what do we know?
I like Stand By Me. It's a great film. Stephen King, same as Thingy, isn't it? Same as Shawshank.
But yeah, better than Goonies, I think. Personally, I think it's probably because I've seen Goonies too many times.
It's on every Sunday afternoon for ages. I like gangster films. Watch Things to Do in Denver it's called Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead, but fine.
American Gangster, that is another good film that I watched over and over again.
Oh, fucking classic.
It won't be remembered forever though, will it?
Oh,
no, I don't think so.
Heat, there's a classic.
Heat, brilliant film. Brilliant.
Fucking amazing. I was just thinking Al Pacino with the machine gun film. Scarface. Fucking 100% gold film. It's great. Even if you don't want to
Face Off.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh. What's your favourite John Travolta film?
Easy, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, that's fairly simple.
Apart from Pulp Fiction.
All right, Grease.
You literally, mate.
I would say
you calling me a nonce.
It's got to be.
They're all about 30 in that.
What's the one with the bank robbery?
Swordfish. That's my favourite, John Travolta film.
I would put that outside. Pulp Fiction aside.
Look who's talking. That's John Travolta, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, look,
I was going to say Phenomenon. I took a Christian girl to the cinema to try and get to second base. Didn't even get past -1 base.
You should have taken her to Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, I could have, but we didn't have a time machine, so it was like one of those things.
You idiot.
You can't forget Lock, Stock, Snatch.
Really good. Snatch, brilliant.
Layer Cake was another good one.
It doesn't. None of those count.
Why not?
Because they're just not.
I like layer cake because it's.
Are you going to take Usual Suspects though? We're taking that.
Yeah.
But layer cake, you don't actually know Daniel Craig's name, like, and even in the credits, it doesn't show his name.
I quite like Russell Blair's put a really good point in chat. It's just funny that people are missing, but it's good. It took my wife 4 years ago to realise I was reading my daughter's bedtime stories in the style of Kobayashi. So in the Usual Suspects, just looking around the room, and then there was a lamp that became part.
Yeah.
Favorite Robert De Niro film? That's a good question. Apart from Meet the Parents.
Raging Bull.
Meet the Fockers.
Taxi.
I will say I was going to say Taxi, but the rest of it. But you get to like Christopher Walken would just do any old shit that anyone sends him and gives him a load of money.
Wedding Crashers. Stone Cold hit. What's your favourite thing about cinema, and what's your least favourite thing about cinema?
Easy. Favourite thing about the cinema? The fact that you can obviously see brand new films when they're out. Worst thing about the cinema
didn't exist, you could see those in your house.
No, you couldn't.
Yes, you can. They've literally done that recently during lockdown.
I will say, look, we need to get to the punchline, fuckfaces. Let's just go with anything I say as the good thing. Okay? It's the good thing. Well, there's a cinema down the road. There's a cinema in Shitswich, right? What there is just sofas, right? So what you do is you book a sofa.
Oh, is it called Wellman? No, Goodman.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's a big popular chain. There's a few over here.
You can get a recliner or you can get a sofa. So we always get we get a sofa. Okay, that's number one sorted. The worst thing about a cinema, every other cunt in the fucking screen.
Yeah,
that is the worst thing about the cinema.
Rick, what do you like about the cinema?
Oh, Nick's just put other people.
It's hard to say what I like about the cinema.
I like the food.
I don't. I think it's.
But I hate every cunt who orders stupid shit.
But I think the worst thing about
just eat food
so we went
dark.
We went to go see In-Betweeners 2 film, right? I think it's the In-Betweeners 2 film.
How come you didn't put that as your Oscar winner? What are you talking about?
we went to go see that with Jenna, and literally the volume was so loud no one could hear it. So I missed the intro where he's wanking into the ham. So it must have been In-Betweeners 1 actually. I can't remember which one he wanks into the ham.
Who's wanking into ham?
Jay from the In-Betweeners. So I missed that to go tell them to turn the fucking volume up. So that's probably my worst thing is incompetent staff.
I have never ever heard of what I've seen In-Betweeners 1 load. Wanking in ham.
Yeah, it's where he's sitting on his arm to warm his hand.
And he's got a ham and a face goggles and
snorkel. Got you. Yeah, sorry, she's giving him requests what to do.
Yeah.
On a similar note, we went to see
Peanut M&M's best thing, actually.
On a similar note to wanking into ham.
Whatever the last American Pie was, we went to see that in a cinema. And there was
Reunion?
Yeah. And there was
there
was a smoke alarm went off and we had to evacuate. And I didn't know this about cinemas. Maybe you do. You don't get to go back in.
What?
They can't pause it. They can't roll back the clock because it would fuck the entire schedule for the rest of the day.
I mean, that makes sense.
So they give you a golden ticket and off you go.
I mean, that just makes sense, I suppose.
But we did an hour and 20 of a film. We never got to see the end of it.
I mean, to be fair, it's not worth watching the end. So you don't know.
Really?
We'd missed loads because so fuck all had happened. We rented it from Blockbuster a couple of years later. We lost about 3 minutes. And so nothing happened the whole film.
So what did you use the golden ticket on then? So you weren't going to
when we went to the next Odeon, I think it was.
Yeah.
And we took it to the counter. And she works there. And she went, "Who did you kill to get these?" That's how good these tickets are. So they're not just like vouchers or it's not just like whatever.
They used to be
golden ticket. She's who did you kill to get these? And I said,
here's the thing, right? Years ago, like this even sounds like I'm making it up, but it's so true. The UGC, when the chain first started kicking off, they had one screen called the Premier screen, so you had to pay like It was like double the price, 12 quid. And you got a reclining chair. But that wasn't the point. No other cunt was anywhere near you. Right, and it was amazing. I'd pay double any time to not have to sit near any other fucker.
You're self-employed.
Recent trips to the cinema though, like before lockdown, it was literally go to the cinema, you pay for the expensive seats, and you walk in. There's only like 5 of you in there, and you didn't have to pay for it. You could have just fucking.
And there's still a guy in your seat.
No, you just could have sat in the expensive seats anyway. So, like, it's waste. Oh, fuck the cinema. Who cares?
I do like the electronic seats that they have now.
Ohm Compass said in chat.
I stare at Sarah and just go.
Kids are too busy swiping left and right to go to the fucking cinema these days.
That's true.
Ohm Compass has said, worst thing about the cinema is when they start a movie in the wrong aspect ratio and you have to go and tell them, excuse me, just to let you know, I've never done that in my fucking life.
I done the whole volume thing. So, and everybody cheered when I done it. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like, it's a fucking.
It's buzzing, mate. It's buzzing. Thanks,
cheers,
mate.
Cheers,
mate.
I think the challenge is to get the loudest food in there.
I hate you. I hate you.
The food thing's awesome.
I hate it. I hate it.
Nachos, popcorn, a bag of Doritos for after the nachos. And get a bucket of drink.
They should sell, honestly, the only thing for sale should be flumps in a velvet bag. That is the only thing they should sell.
When you get a massive popcorn, they should fill it halfway and go, come back if you want the rest. Because as you're leaving, when the lights come up, there's literally just half a tub of popcorn on every fucking seat.
Not on my seat, sunshine.
Andy Fairchild hating people is why Netflix DVDs and Blu-rays exist. It's absolutely true.
Blu-rays don't exist.
I mean, there's fuck all on Netflix unless you get a VPN and you go onto the American one.
There's some stuff. There's The Dig.
I'm not.
Have you seen that new
that was shit.
Thing? What's that new Monsters thing that's just come out on Netflix?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know.
That was pretty shit.
We're watching Sneaky Pete. I'm just reading Christopher Morrow's comment. I'm not going to read it out loud. So Chris.
Okay, great. Well, everyone can read that if you.
Well, that is cinema. We've done it.
I think we've covered movie quite comprehensively there.
I think we did.
Next.
Now, for a moment, I forgot we were live on YouTube.
Next week, opera.
Shit. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So that was that. That was this week's show. We went
off
topic for the last half an hour. Going to try and keep it really vapey for the first hour. Just
and then
talk
go
about whatever the last half an hour.
I would just go off topic the whole time.
Well, just a quick one, just to say, Moo Vape, exactly as you'd think you'd spell it, because I thought it was funny about bovine bullshit earlier. We'll get you 10% off Just Add Nick. .org.uk until tomorrow at 10 a.m. when I turn it off. And don't forget, it's Bank Holiday Monday, so if you're a bit low on vape shit, order now everywhere.
Can I just point out a comment? Someone put Dean put fat people eating loudly. I am that fat person, I'm eating loudly on purpose to annoy the living shit out of you. What are you gonna do about it?
If you're not eating popcorn at cinema, the smell of everyone else eating it. Like literally the recycled popcorn breath.
I tell you what, popcorn. I tell you here, I can do this. Popcorn doesn't bother me. This is the one I just don't even understand it. Cups don't bother me. Popcorn doesn't. Nachos, you're a fucking asshole. This bothers me. This is what fuckwits do at the cinema with a bottle or a can.
What? I can't hear anything.
Fuck off. Those people, honestly, if you just gave me a silencer and a gun,
what do you mean people just like messing like that?
Messing with shit. I just don't understand what you're doing.
Can I just
They've just found out that their straw squeaks in their cup. You know that? Yeah, fuck. Jesus Christ.
I do that. If it's a shit.
I don't know what cinemas you go to, but they sound like they're fucking riot.
It's Ipswich. It's Suffolk. They can't. That's what they got. They're web fingers and hands, and they're married to their sister. They love it.
I remember as a teenager,
the movies are too loud for all that. You can't hear all that shit.
I can hear it when they're fucking next to me.
I remember as a teenager, we had a woman that sat in front of us because she had really big hair and we couldn't see the screen.
Fucking move.
Like, this is when cinemas were popular, Richard. There was no option to.
Oh,
Remember when film was popular?
just throw your gobstopper at her. Okay, we're
Right.
still talking about films. I suppose.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, but that's the hot thing right now.
Movies are so hot right now.
Maybe here's an interesting concept for you, Richard. Just I know you're desperate to go, but
No, it's
let me just hold you for 1 second right there.
If you're gonna say movie review channel,
No, I think you should start up a comedy podcast.
talking about what? Wherever the wind blows.
Nonsense. I guess
I already do have a podcast. It's called The
Believe it.
List.
I used to do a radio show. Believe it or not, on Froome FM. Amazing channel, by the way. Amazing FM site. It was proper FM, and it was like 10 p.m. till midnight. Called What's in Your Head, and we just talked about random shit, and it was fucking brilliant. And well, to me, it was brilliant.
Everyone else, they put up with it.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to shut the show down, and then we can talk about this afterwards.
I don't believe you.
It's definitely an option, Rick. Definitely.
Save it.
Starter Cat review.
Excellent. I
Bye.
really like that. Have you got any others? Have we got any other sound bites?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you for coming on, Riyadh. You